For centuries, Virginia Native Americans have relied on rivers and watersheds for their survival. While the tribe that inhabited the Great Falls area is no longer here today, other Virginia tribes who continue to rely on rivers give us a glimpse of what life may have been like here at Great Falls.
We have really extensive waterway system in Virginia, so by canoe you could travel all around. We had huge canoes, small canoes. You got your food from that as well. We'd use fish traps. Sturgeon were really plentiful, 5, 6 feet long. Also as a defense mechanism, if you were in an area of land and you had wetlands to you on one side and you had a river on another and a bank on the other, it gave you protection from anybody who would prey on you.
Our people always had a great relationship with the rivers. They're important to us.
It's so woven into who we are that we actually draw our strength from it.
The Mattaponi keep their culture alive on the banks of the James River.
Our culture is still alive, and it's still evolving.
They share their culture at festivals, like this event being held outside Great Falls Park.
The only way the culture is going to survive is if we practice it and we teach it to our children.
It's important that people understand that we haven't vanished, we're still here.
Through tribes that still survive, we can begin to imagine what a vibrant life this land and water once supported.
I grew up in this house since I was 2 years old, and we bought it from my parents about 3 years ago.
The Owens family lost 7 trees in the 4th of July storms. This was the biggest.
It fell right across the driveway, and for us to be able to get out, we had to get it chopped off.
Because there was no damage to the house, insurance won't cover any cleanup costs.
That's one you need to take out.
Joe Line is a tree expert in demand this time of year.
A big oak tree is like a sail on a ship, and as soon as a big wind gets a hold of it, it's just going to go.
That's why Lyon tells people to keep their trees thinned, trimmed, and healthy.
I mean, and this is pure right here. So this tree is subject just to break off.
Lyon's advice is most helpful before the storm hits.
And some trees they'll go up and then they'll fork, and there'll be a natural split right there. Those are problem trees.
And it was a problem in Carol Latimer's front yard.
But the wind just tore it down, and there was nothing we could do.
Only the gutter was damaged, but Carol says she now has a weekend of hard work in front of her.
We've got a chainsaw, and we'll probably get out here and start cutting.
In Stokesdale, Jill McNeil, WFMY News 2.
This is a 32-year-old female that was involved in a one-vehicle rollover. Vital signs are stable. Pressure is 117/71. Heart rate is 65.
When we get better, people stay alive.
It is no exaggeration to say that people are alive today because Poudre Valley Health System made the commitment to continuous improvement through the Baldrige process. Although based in urban Fort Collins, Colorado, PVHS serves patients in rural Nebraska and Wyoming, as well as northern Colorado.
The region that we serve is eclectic. The area that we serve is as large as Florida in a geographic sense.
The challenges posed by such an expansive geography and diversified population raise questions that have helped define the very mission of PVHS.
Our vision is to make sure that we provide world-class health care to those patients. Our mission is to make sure that we provide that care independently.
We want to remain an independent organization, locally owned, so that when we are successful, we're giving back to the community that we serve.
If we sent a patient out that could have been treated in that local environment, the whole system had failed.
with our vision of providing world-class health care, we define that as having results in the top 10% or 90th percentile of national comparative databases. So that makes us go out there and say, who is doing it better? And then if they are doing it better, then why reinvent the wheel? Learn from them.
Creating the new Medical Center of the Rockies is just one more example of doing the research and learning from others.
A lot of physicians worked with the hospital administration to design this hospital, to make patient flow as quick and efficient as possible, and to develop the best care for patients, essentially a world-class system.
Trauma remains the leading cause of death from age 1 to 44. It is extremely costly to society.
And our physicians and our staff went to Maryland Shock Trauma and learned how they ran their center. The cardiologists and heart surgeons and our staff went to the Indiana Heart Institute.
The first step was to get buy-in from the medical staff and administration. The trauma program really is a team sport.
We had endless meetings with architects involving administration, involving physicians, trying to come up with the best design for this hospital to deliver the best care that we could.
We have our entire team ready upon the patient arrival. The emergency physician, trauma surgeon, anesthesiologist, the emergency room nurses, operating room nurses, and intensive care unit nurses.
This group approach to hospital design, services, and staff interaction has not only improved the quality of services, but has been a major component in increasing the level of employee satisfaction.
Move you over to the CAT scanner and get some x-rays.
Okay.
With CAT scan facilities attached to the trauma room, PVHS has maximized its ability to respond quickly to trauma emergencies.